2, 3? 2. 2 so far? Okay, maybe you can find one more. Hey, okay. How many words you got?
2.
2? Okay. Okay. Any vocabulary words to get detention? Whoops. I'm going to show you the answers in a minute. But I'm going to ask you what you got. Okay, Wendy, tell me one word you got. One word for detention. One word, something bad.
Misconduct.
Misconduct, good. John, what's another one?
I put 2 together. We had unacceptable.
Unacceptable, that's okay, unacceptable. Lupe, another one.
Bullying.
Pardon me?
Bullying.
Yes, bullying, good. Jose, another one.
Misconduct.
Misconduct, good. All right, you guys are hot tonight. JJ, what else?
Consequences.
Consequences, all right. The consequence of doing something, you go to detention. Carmen. Carmen, where are you hiding?
Drugs.
Carmen. Over here, yes.
Drugs.
Pardon me?
Drugs.
Just?
Drugs.
I didn't hear you.
Drugs.
Show me, show me.
Drugs.
So I can't read it either. I can't read. My eyes are so bad.
She said drugs.
Drugs.
Yes, okay, thank you. Yes, Carmen, good. Raul, another one.
It's a student is smoking and school.
Okay, if they're not paying attention in school or doing something bad, all right, that's fine.
No, he said smoking.
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 Smoking, that's what you said, smoking. Okay, it's not even on the list. Oh, you get 10 extra points because you got something not on the list. That's good.
And Carmen said drugs.
And she said dress, right. But she showed me something on the list. I just couldn't read it upside down.
It's on the list.
Thank you. Letty. What did you get, Letty? Pardon me?
Fighters.
Fighters, okay. Oh, you guys are finding things off the list. Good. Maria. What do you say? What?
Drugs.
Drugs, using drugs, yes, that's on the list. Virginia.
Bullying.
Pardon me?
Bullying.
Bullying, somebody said it, but that's okay. Mario, did I get you yet?
Yes, bad words.
Saying bad words. Wendy, did I get you? I already got you? All right, so everybody got a chance. All right, good. So you guys are getting the idea then, detention, when you were in school, did anybody ever give you detention? Did you have detention? You did? Oh, bad boy. All right, bad boy. Did anybody else get detention?
No.
How many did not get detention? Hands up, no detention. I never got detention either. Nah. So what did you do to get detention? A sweet little boy like you. What did you do? Tell me. Can you remember?
I fight every day.
You would fight every day?
Yeah.
Now let me ask you a question, because you look like a big, strong guy. Were you big and strong when you were a kid too?
Yes.
You were, so you've always been big and strong. So people say, oh my God, here comes Hotha, let's get out of the way, right? You say, I'm going to show you, and you punch him. And that got you detention?
Yeah, I know.
Why didn't they just give you a new sport like boxing or wrestling or something?
I don't know.
They weren't too smart, were they? They didn't know how to handle you. I bet you were a good boy inside.
I know.
See, you know that. That's good. That's good because I think when people are good inside, they turn out okay in the long run. Okay, all right, let's go on. These are some of the words. I put some up here. Did you get all these words? These are some of the answers. Everybody say the words with me here. Nobody said that. Nobody said insubordination. What's this? Peer pressure, putting pressure on your friends. Come on, maybe when you said smoke a cigarette. Okay, what's this? Yeah, she said drugs. What this? Unacceptable, somebody said that. What about this? Somebody said that, and 2 people said that. Good, so you've got the good answers. All right, you're getting familiar with the words now? Yeah, were these all new words for you before? Okay, you're getting hot on. All right, now some reading. I want you to look at your book on page 16. Book on page 16. And there's a story that says, at the middle school. Yes, do you have a question?
No.
Oh, just stretching. Okay. All right. There's reading pages starting at the middle school. And then there's another section that says open house. And another one later in the class. What is open house? What does that mean? Open house. There's an open house at school. And the kids come home and say, Daddy, Daddy, there's open house at school. What does that mean, open house?
You can go to the school.
What?
You can go to the school, meet with the teacher.
All right, you can go to the school for a meeting with a teacher. That could be one thing. What? That's one good answer. What's another thing that could be open house?
PTA.
Okay, like PTA, Parent Teacher Association. What else?
PTO.
Okay, PTO, Parent Teacher Organization. Do you know what the difference is? Do you know what the difference is? Let me tell you. PTA, Parent Teacher Association, costs a lot of money to join. And so people didn't want to pay money to join, so they started the PTO, which is free. There you go. Money talks. Okay. All right, so we're going to look at some of these. We're going to look at some of the readings. I'm going to have you take, we're going to read in pairs. We're going to read aloud, the girls and the boys. And I want you to find the answers when you read. Everybody read this question. Okay, that's the first thing you're going to look for when we read, what does Daniel need to choose? Another thing I want you to find out, read this one. Okay, what does a counselor do in school? A school counselor. What do you suppose a school counselor does?
Give advice.
What?
Give advices to the.
All right, that's good. She gives advice to the kids. That's one thing. Gives advice. Maybe a student comes, my mother hits me all the time. My mother hits me all the time. And the counselor says, don't worry, you can be safe here in school. So maybe the counselor gives advice. What else does the counselor do?
Orientation.
What? Did you say something? Who said something? Yes. What?
He helped the children to be oriented to the future.
Wow, what a big vocabulary word. Oriented to the future. Very good. Yes, the counselor helps to orient the students to show them what they could study or where they could go to college or university. Very good. All right, that's what a counselor does. They give advice and they help orient students. All right, another thing I want you to find out when we do the reading, everybody read this, please. Okay, I want you, when we read, we're going to find that out. And one more. Okay, you're going to be reading and it's going to say, we want the parents to partner with the schools. I want you to figure out what that means. Okay, let's look at page 16. And I want you to look at page 16. Let's go over here for the reading. And up here, we have girls and boys. And let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boys, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 girls. Okay? So the boys are going to read the boys' parts, and the girls are going to read the girls' parts. You ready? Okay, we're going to start first page. We're just going to do at the middle school, just this page right now. Okay? All right, boys can start.
Daniel, there are so many activities to choose for you. It is so hard to choose.
Okay, what does Daniel say? Boys again.
It is so hard to choose.
It's so hard to choose. And boys again.
Let's go and speak with the school counselor. Maybe she can help you decide.
Okay, so the school counselor is going to orient him to decide what to choose. All right, let's go to the next one. Now we have a girl and then the boy. Okay, what's the counselor going to say? Well, first the boy. Sorry, first boy.
Hi, where Daniel's parents and needs some help with his children.
Okay, the schedule. Say schedule. Schedule. Okay, counselor, girl.
Sure, I'm happy to help. Let's take a look at courses you have taken so far.
Okay, so she's going to look at the courses that Daniel's taken. Let's go down below. What does the counselor say?
Congratulations, Daniel. Your grades are good. It's important to continue getting good grades and taking challenging courses.
And what does Daniel ask her? Boys? Okay, so in that first one about middle school, it says here, what does Daniel need to choose? Everybody, what does Daniel need to choose? What's he trying to choose? An activity. He's trying to choose an activity. Is he going to join athletics or choir or art class or band or music? Okay, so that's the first question. He has to choose an activity. All right, let's go to the next page where it says open house. Again, we're going to have the woman start and then the men. Okay, girls, let's start.
The academic was Daniel signed up for will prepare him for college.
Daniel?
We already need to be thinking about college.
Oh, that's a father. And the mother? Already thinking about college. Okay, let's go to the next one. Now we have two girls. Okay, girls, read again.
I have heard that some kids are taking
They're taking advanced courses. Taking.
advanced math courses which will help them be successful in high school level courses like algebra.
Wow, you're going to like that, right, Mario? Algebra. They're talking about algebra. All right. Okay, what does the next woman say?
Yes, those classes are designed and transition courses between middle school and high school.
Okay, so they're saying the courses are designed for be math between middle school and high school. All right, let's go down to the bottom one. We just have the little boy. He says something. What does he say, boys?
I don't like math very much.
I don't like math very much. But you're not going to say that, are you? No, you're the only one that's not going to say that. Okay, girls, what are you going to say?
Okay. There are other words like teachers and that include advanced sciences and technology.
Okay, and the last one for the counselor, what does she say?
Great.
See, we found. Okay. Now, on that page where they're talking about open house, the parents are going to school, and what we're finding out is, what does the counselor do? Just what you said. She's orienting him. What does she tell Daniel? What does Daniel have to start doing? What does Daniel have to start preparing for? High school and then? College. And he says, I already have to try? That's a lot of work. Okay, let's look at the bottom one. Go to the next page. Continue open house. Okay, now we have a man starting. Okay, man, what are you going to say, men, boys? Okay, what else do we have to prepare for? And what does the counselor answer, girls? Preparation, okay. Oh my God, saving money for college. Well, thank you. Saving money for college when the kids are in middle school? The mother might think, I don't even have enough money for food. How am I going to save money for college? Don't you think that's scary? If a teacher told me that, I would run away if I would this is scary. That in middle school, you got to start saving for college. I think that all college should be free. What do you think? What do you think? Should all college be free? Yes. No money? Is college free in Mexico? Public colleges?
No.
Some colleges are free. The state universities are free in Mexico. But you have to pass an exam to get in. But the colleges are free. What about here in the United States? Are colleges free? Are they too expensive? Yes, they're too expensive. So what are we going to do? How are we going to get an education if we don't have money for college?
We need to get a loan.
We need to get a loan. What if I don't want to get a loan? What if I have no credit? What do I do?
Good grades.
What?
To have good grades is a good
Have
option.
good grades. You have good grades, you can get a scholarship. What else? What about kids working? What about working? Do kids work and pay for school?
Yes.
What about, we're in San Antonio. Aren't there community colleges here? Are there community colleges that are not too expensive?
It's less expensive.
Less expensive, okay.
Are expensive.
But they're still too expensive. Okay, there's a lot of things that we can do. What about, do anybody go into the Army? Can you get free university in the Army? You can go in the Army, you can get free schooling. There's a lot, different things you could do. My two children worked, okay? But now, universities are very expensive. My granddaughter works. She's in college. She works. She works at Hannaford's. It's a food place. She also got a big scholarship because she plays lacrosse. And we still have to pay $850 a month for her university. So it's expensive.
Elaine, can I
Yeah.
say something?
Sure.
Mr. Raul, he has 3 of his children are in university in Guadalajara.
Okay, Raul. Thank you, Miguel.
And I don't think he's
3 of your kids are at university in Guadalajara.
Yes,
They go free.
yes, but we had to pay books and
You have to pay books and things.
transportation.
But they don't have to pay $49,000 like my
No,
granddaughter.
no, no,
Okay.
No.
But that's good. The state universities in Mexico, you pay for the books and you have to pass an exam, right?
Yes.
Okay. But they have the opportunity. Everybody move to Mexico, get free education.
Yeah, well,
See, there is some free education. For example, in California, there's a lot of free colleges in California. Okay, they're community colleges, but they're free. You just pay a little bit for the books. So there's things we need to look at. Can you get a good job with no university? Can you? What do you think?
You can get it.
It's possible. He has his own business. What do you do?
Do you remember the word, Jose? Do you remember what you are? Remember we talked about that?
What are you?
You and Mr. Mario are
Entrepreneurs.
entrepreneurs.
You own your own businesses. Very good. Okay? That's interesting because we need to be thinking about it, and that's what they're learning here. What can parents do to help students? Maybe they can save a little bit of money, but sometimes if you save too much money, the colleges won't even give your kids a scholarship. They'll say, oh no, you get a lot of money in the bank. So if you're poor, that's better. Be poor and have a lot of kids and get a scholarship. That sounds weird, right?
Yes.
But it's true. It's true because if you have a lot of money, they're going to charge you a lot of money. Let's go on and look at this and see. Let's see, did we finish that page? Now I forgot where I was. All right. Okay, we're right here, down here, communicating with Daniel. Okay, girls, we're going to start with you, and then Daniel's going to talk, or Daniel's father. Okay, girls, communicating.
Communicating with Daniel and his teachers is important to keep him moving on the right track.
Okay, boys.
You are right.
you are right.
We need to
Please
start
start
studying
playing now. Time will pass quickly.
Next one. Ask Daniel a question, boys. Daniel.
Daniel,
What do you want to be when you grow up?
grow up?
And what did he say?
I
I
want
want
to
to
be
be
an astronaut.
And what does the mother say?
Then you will need to work hard on your math course.
Okay. Then you need to work hard on your math courses. Do you know that there are some places, for example, NASA, NASA in Houston, if you're a good candidate for NASA, they will pay for all your education. There's a lot of companies that will pay for your education. But so you have to, good counselors can teach students and parents that. Okay, let's go to the last one at the bottom. This is 2 girls. So girls, please read. In addition.
In addition to making sure for academic classes, we also encourage students to participate in school activities and electives.
Okay, school activities and electives. A school activity is something like sports or band. An elective are different things you can elect to take, like a club or a musical instrument or something. Okay, the last one, girls, on that page.
That is wonderful. Those things help students learn to be good leaders and develop self-confidence.
Self-confidence. Do you know what self-confidence means?
Yes.
It means almost the same. It's the same thing in Spanish. Autoconfianza. It means the same thing. Self-confidence is what they get when they're good at things. Maybe playing an instrument. If your students, if your children play a band instrument, they can get a lot of scholarships from music schools. So if your children have one talent that they can develop, That will help them. Okay, let's look at the last page on this next section. Okay, let's start with the girls and then the boys. Girls.
Daniel, what kind of activities and activities would you like to take?
Okay, what does Daniel say?
I am really interested in about how the popular kids are in school. I am worried to their kids will tease me.
Okay. Do you know what it means to tease me? To tease me is to make fun of me, to ridicule me. Aha, he's in the band. Aha, he plays a saxophone.
Like a bully?
Because they say the macho kids play in the bands. Like what?
Like a bullying.
Like a bullying, exactly. Very good. Good use of the word. 25 points. Yes, because what we want is the kids to feel confident. It's okay to play a musical instrument. But some kids, they call them jocks. You know, they play in all the sports. I like the band kids myself. Now, I'm 73. I still don't know what I'm going to do when I grow up. I just find jobs and I take them and I do things. I didn't say, oh, wow, I want to be a teacher. Oh, wow, I want to be a teacher. No, I said, what job is going to give me the longest summer vacation? I'm going to be a teacher so I can get long vacations. That's how you're laughing, I'm not joking. I didn't say, oh, wow, I want to be a teacher. No, I wanted something more exciting, more glamorous. But I'm a teacher because it gives me a lot of freedom. I can work here, I can work here, I can work here. So everybody's different. I get bored easily, so I need a lot of jobs like that. Okay, let's finish up. And I've lost again where I was. Let's see.
I understand.
Okay, keep on. Okay, start reading, girls.
I understand. At this age, students are often concerned about what their friends need.
What are you going to take?
Encourage them to pursue their interests and be proud of their choice.
Okay, last one.
Daniel, it is helpful to talk to your parents about this.
And then what does the counselor say? He may say that.
But Daniel doesn't like to talk about it.
Your support and involvement. She's telling the parents your support and involvement are very important. All of you. Now, if you have 3 kids in school in Guadalajara, you're involved with them, right?
Yes.
You support them, right? Emotionally. Say, do your best, do your best. That's parent involvement. That helps your children more than anything. To be involved, like you have your kids here, they're very good. Who are they, your kids? They're your kids? They're both of your kids?
My niece.
They're your niece? Are you two related? Who's this quiet little boy over here? Is he your boy?
Yes.
He's learning English, right? Does he speak English?
No.
He speaks Spanish. But he's sitting here learning English right now, right? It's getting into his brain. It's going into his left side of his brain right now. Okay. Very good. Okay, kids, let's go on. Kids, big kids. Later in the classroom. Now, the man with the beard in this picture, he is Daniel's homeroom teacher. What does that mean, a homeroom teacher? Like, he's my homeroom teacher. Okay? I'm glad you don't know, because if you knew everything, I would not have a job. Yes. Okay. A homeroom teacher means every student in middle school and every student in high school is assigned to a room, like where they start the day, and that teacher is their homeroom teacher. The teacher that says, good morning, boys and girls.
Good morning.
Welcome today. Before you go off to your other classes, we are going to pledge allegiance to the flag. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, sit down. There's a parent meeting at 9 o'clock tonight. Are there any questions? Are there any questions? No. Okay, go to your next class. The bell's going to ring, beep, and you go. Okay, so the homeroom teacher starts the day for the students, okay?
This is in primary school?
No, not in primary school. In middle school and high school. The students usually start with one teacher in the morning, and that teacher tells them the announcements of the school, any rules that are going to be happening, any events, and that teacher is in charge of that students, and then they go to their other classes. And then the next day, they see them again. Okay, that teacher is in charge of the discipline, who has detention, what their grades are. They're like their organizer, the homeroom teacher. Everybody say homeroom. Okay, now let's read about the homeroom teacher in the classroom, and that's the homeroom teacher right there. Okay, boys, you're going to be the homeroom teacher. Start reading, please. Course selection. Good. Girls?
Thank you. With so many different teachers over each of the very different things than was elementary.
Right, because when Daniel was in elementary school, he just had maybe had one teacher all day. And maybe the teacher taught math and reading and science. But now in middle school, he's got a teacher for math, and a teacher for science, and a teacher for reading, and a teacher for history, and a teacher for gymnastics. That's why they have one homeroom teacher that sort of helps him organize. Okay, next one, homeroom teacher. Boys, start reading, please. Oh, make good choices. Okay, girls? Okay, teacher. Okay, let's stop there for a minute. Most schools now, even public schools, have communications with the parent on a website. The parents, you can go in, you have a password, you type in your student's name, and they can show you your student's grades. They can show you how many absences if your student skipped school and you didn't know. And they can tell you almost all the public schools and private schools have that now. Do you know that? Did you know that?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. So you can find out on computer what your child's doing in school. And the homeroom teacher, the homeroom teacher is the one in charge of it. I don't know where it went. My lupa. Thank you. Okay. I dropped that like 9 million times. Okay, let's read the last one. Homeroom teachers, start reading, please. It's important. And girls, what does the mother say? Okay, teacher. And competitions. And what does the mother say?
We can volunteer at Daniel's event on Saturday.
Okay, so what the homeroom teacher says, if you don't have a computer, there's a computer in the school library, there's a computer in the public library, and when the teachers get assignments, they put it in there if the student's missing it. Now, I, as a teacher, I don't give homework, okay? I don't believe in homework. I believe that the students are in school 6 to 8 hours a day, and that's their job. Go home and be a kid. Go home and have fun. Go home and help your mother or your grandmother. But that's me. I'm not going to be putting assignments on a computer for students to do. What do you think about that? Am I a rebel? Do you like homework? She said she liked homework, doing it with her friends. Do you know there's research? There's a book called The Myth of Homework by Dr. Alfie Kohn, K-O-H-N. And it says that homework, he did 20, you want to write it down, K-O-H-N, The Myth of Homework. And he said, Alfie Kohn studied 20,000 students in the United States and found out that homework doesn't help 1 point in their grades. It makes students hate school. It causes fights at home. Did you do your homework? El rato, papi. 15 minutes later, did you do your homework? El rato, papi. Did you do your homework? Did you do your homework, majito? No, papi. And it causes a fight, right? Why give homework? The kids are in school all day. That's a teacher's job. Homework is child abuse. Hey, you like my ideas, huh?
Yes.
Kind of weird? Well, you're laughing anyway. What do you think? You like that idea? You don't like, do you have kids? Do your kids come with homework? Do you do the homework? You help the kids with the homework? Sometimes. That's the problem. I'm a teacher, okay? I'm an honest teacher. I am